finally independent from Britain. The Brits have lost the war. You heard it here, folks. As you can see, let me just I can't show this without. You heard it here, folks. As you can see in the background, we are shooting off cannons in celebration of defeating the Red Army. The Brits have lost the revolution. Yes, it's a celebration. We are shooting off all kinds of ammo and bombs. Watch the fuck out. It's 4th of fucking July. Hide your dogs. Your dogs will die of fright because it's fireworks time, bitch. The celebration is coming. Okay, you know what? Hold on a second. Pausing the recording and I'll be back. You piece of shit. Yes, as you can see, the fireworks are continuing. We are setting off fireworks to celebrate defeating the Brits. We won against the Brits. And freedom is here. So the Brits it's time to lay down your life for Uncle Sam. Time for war and bombs and fireworks and violence. Yeah, it's happening. I mean, look, this is a celebration. I mean, everybody's putting out, like, their little light displays for July 4th. Well, I say this is kind of more the feel I'm going for. I mean, if you're going to do it big, you know? I mean, it's hard to get artillery of this kind of, like, destruction level, but, like, you know, just kind of, like, find somewhere to do it. I mean, what's the big deal if you can just blow a bomb up in, like, a field that no one's in? Just fucking do it. I mean, we really gotta stop becoming... I don't know. Now it sounds like I'm trying to be political, saying America's violent or something. But hey, what if these were the fireworks? I mean, this is a pretty badass firework, if you ask me. Just a big-ass bomb. But, you know, look, it's firework holiday. And I know people hate fireworks, but,
come on, it's fucking America, bitch. Grow up.
I don't know. I don't mind fireworks. I mean, I'm not, you know. I don't really go out there and yell, like, USA, you know, or anything, like, but I guess I'm kind of I'm both. I know why you'd be like, oh, that's, you know, fireworks. Oh, I gotta set fireworks off. I gotta have, like, explosions. I get why you'd make fun of it, but, like, it's also annoying that people keep posting, like, oh, my dog has anxiety and he can't have loud noises.
Yeah, you can't really hear big bangs like that. I mean, he's really sensitive and he has anxiety disorder. He's actually autistic. My German Shepherd, he's actually autistic, so... Get your loud noises, he doesn't want to, you know, deal with it. So... Everyone has to stop their celebrating because of my one dog, okay? That's how it is, bitch.
Yeah.
4th of July, firework, bombs everywhere. I don't know. It's kind of like, just grow up.
I don't know. I mean, so I get both sides of it, I guess, but I'm more like, you know, just let people have fire. I mean, yeah, don't like set off like actual dynamite or like crazy. Those are kind of ridiculous, you know. if you have to worry about like somebody getting blown up or something, yeah, maybe don't do the firework if you're gonna blow your lug off. I mean, in the 50s, they probably just set off like literal dynamite. They probably just had one of those um, TNT things that you push down the plunger in, like, in a cartoon. Let me find something. It would always be in like Wiley coyote cartoons, and it would just like have a bunch of TNT or something. And I just want to show you guys so you know what kind of fireworks I want for 4th of July. Alright, hold on. You piece of shit. Now, this is what I'm talking about here. Like, this right here. This big, just like barrel of TNT. And it says, like, everything was Acme that Wiley Coyote used. You ever notice that? We had Acme grocery stores in South Jersey growing up. I don't know if that's a national. Everywhere has different, like, grocery stores. It's always chains. And I don't never heard of Acme. I heard of Giant because I'm in Pennsylvania and I'm a piece of shit. But yeah, I don't know if Acme's still even around. I mean, I think it is, but. So I thought they meant the grocery store that I was familiar with as a kid, but I think they just meant something. I don't know. Was it a fake company? I don't want to spend my time drilling down Looney Tunes now. Now, what was that exactly? Joe Rogan type, yeah, it would always be Wile E. Coyote, and he'd have, like he'd accidentally somehow end up in this kind of like a bunch of TNT boxes and light a match to see where he is, and then boom, he gets blown up. I mean, violence is funny. No, I mean, it was, though, and that's what people would laugh at cartoon characters getting blown up, and that's just what we did back then. And now, I wanted to find the firework thing, and now we can't even do it. Everybody's like, oh, I don't want, we shouldn't be laughing at that. That was kind of just a big prediction. Like the Simpsons had Itchy and Scratchy. That was just a big prediction of where we are now with everybody like flipping out and getting offended. I mean, all right, let me switch it back to my summer house again. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can hear some fireworks going off near me. Just every night lately. Or it's a gunshot. I don't know. Let's be honest. It sounds like it could be a gunshot, but it's 4th of July. So I'm gonna assume it's not. If I lived in Chicago, it would definitely be gunshots, and I would just hunker down. I mean, if you live in Chicago, the pandemic lockdown, you probably were like, thank God, I don't have to go out. Although crime got worse because of it. But, yeah, already we're hunkering down because, that's an annoying phrase everybody was saying for a while. Look, we got to hunker down for a little while longer, the CDC says. Hunker down. Like everybody's like little house on the prairie person that says hunker down. Now we got to hunker down. All you Americans got to hunker down for a little bit. It's like, what are we, George W. Bush or something? I mean, come on, people. Those always sound like hack jokes to me whenever it's something ends with, I mean, what are we? And then you say a thing. I mean, what are we, George W. Bush here? Come on. Well, Morris can't fool me again. Don't fool me again. Yeah, Jeb's gonna run soon. He's gonna lose, but He's a good guy. He's good. They really don't seem alike, though. I mean, people said George W. was dumb, but Jeb came off like way dumber. But he has like glasses, and people probably thought he was a smarter guy. You know what I mean. But anyway, we gotta like not have the fireworks because dogs have anxiety disorders, and look, my dog. I mean, yeah, some dogs I get if you have like a rescue dog and he has PTSD from whatever. Because his former owner used to have him dog fight or something, or like he used to actually shoot people and he thinks fireworks. he thinks it's actual gunshots. But look, I mean, you gotta celebrate the Independence Day. I wonder if the aliens come and they shoot a giant laser ray. Will people react like, "Oh, how fucking cool! It's part of the July 4th celebration," like they did in that movie on the top of something, one of the New York buildings. They were all just up there, like I guess celebrating, and then the giant alien spaceship just shoots a laser that melts everyone. But as soon as it started, they were like, "Whoa, that's so cool." Well, I don't think so, because people have seen too many movies like that. But they made people look so stupid. Oh, that's so cool, man. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. They didn't really, I don't know, like, I guess the aliens were smart in that movie, but they didn't say anything. They just were things that got punched by Will Smith. That's pretty much it. They were just in the... Now, look, are these aliens robots that were designed to just pilot the spaceships? Or are we talking they made the spaceships and they're flying in them? I don't know. I'm thinking they're drones and robots. You wouldn't send your best and brightest always in a UFO thing. You wouldn't send your brightest. Anyway, so look, we got rid of the Brits. We got to celebrate. We'd be drinking tea if it wasn't for us beating the Brits. It is kind of weird that we used to be owned by England. Why don't people get more mad at them instead of just white people in the U.S.? Just, hey, let's get mad at the, royalty British people. They still knight people, which is crazy that they just act like they're in a fairy tale. That's how they act. Like, they're like, "You shall be knighted."
Yes, Sir George Edward the Seventh will be knighted today. He's drinking tea.
He will be knighted by the best and brightest. Yes. I mean, and there's so many celebrities over there that are knighted, that, like, it doesn't mean anything to me anymore. It's like, oh, okay, Sir, whoever has a Sir. Elton John has one. Like every celebrity over there. Once, maybe if they stick around for a while, like Sean Connery. Prince William. I don't know. What's the point of the getting knighted thing? Just weird. See, I kind of like just not looking it up and just kind of going like a complete asshole idiot. Just going, why would you do that? I'm not going to look it up. I mean, look, we Google stuff all the time. We don't even like speculate and use imagination anymore. We just like use a phone like robots. Come on. You want to be a Wall-E civilization? Grow up. Use your brain like we did growing up. I mean, come on. When I was your age, we threw each other a stick of dynamite in the lighter and we said, light it off. That was our sparklers. We didn't use those little pussy boy sparklers you guys use. Oh, it lights up, huh? Guess what? We had real weapons. We shot in the air and bullets sprayed everywhere. Sometimes they came back down and hit your friend. But you know what? That was the way we did it back in the day. The good old days. That's the way.
It should be.
I need this. So right now I have a little. I'm gonna light a thing, and that's my little celebrate. No. You need to do it like we did back in the day. Beelzebub is inside me, and you will die. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. Indeed. This is happening. Oh boy. That was loud. What if what if I didn't mean to have this effect and there was just really a demon talking with me? What would you guys fucking do, man? Beelzebub. Alright.
I'm kind of just tired. I traveled way over yonder for the July 4th I can't even talk. I'm just spent partying, doing coke off hookers' tits all weekend. This is Ben Shapiro. I'm in defeat, everybody.
My friend was just saying how he might be in defeat because he had these tweets about AOC talking about her feet, and they were like a little too detailed. Where he obviously is. I mean, he's just such a. I mean, look, I'm a free speech guy, whatever. And I don't hate him. I don't think he's a Nazi like other people. But, like, he's just. I understand why you wouldn't like him. He just seems so unlike. He's just like a little know it all. Like. I don't know. He's just too. He's just too much of a character or something. I don't know. I mean, look, you know.
I'm Ben Shapiro, and this is 18 commercials in a row.
I don't actually listen to his podcast. I did watch the Gina Carano interview because, you know, that was a big news story. I got to catch up on the gossip before I, you know, record this fucking shit. And I did that, and he interrupted it very awkwardly. Actually, I think I talked about this. Of course, repeating myself again. Hey everybody, welcome to the Repeat Circle Back podcast. Welcome to the recap. The last 18 episodes podcast.
I mean, Ben Shapiro, yeah, everybody. Listen, this is not the way this should be, and I
actually don't. I've never tried to do an impression of him. You just do that, like, higher, like, nasally voice. It's not really as high
as this. It's kind of like just a little nasally. Ben Shapiro here, everybody. Well, he probably did sound like this as a kid, and he had the same exact attitude. Yes. Well, facts do not care about your feelings, and I do not care about your feelings. Why? Because I am all about facts. And feet. And how they smell. Yeah. Oh yeah, I like to say, like, trick or treat, smell your feet, because I want to smell your feet because I have a foot fetish. Trick or treat, smell your feet, put your feet inside make me skeet. That didn't last
very long, saying skeet. Ugh. I don't like picturing that. Like, you don't need new words to describe, you know, doing that. That's where I draw the line. I don't even want to say what it is, all right? Kids listen to this. Kids in preschool are taught this at the podcast. I don't know. I mean, you know, preschool costs money. I never knew that when I was in preschool. Well, I don't know. I didn't know that, though, but I guess, you know. And what do you need school for? All you got to do now is give a kid a YouTube tablet, tell him to go on YouTube. You look anything up now. You don't need no school. Come on. Then, hey, look up how to put a house together. You just get a hammer and some nails and some boards. You got a house. Come on. Yeah, I used to. I mean, I do look stuff up on YouTube, but I mean, it's really not as easy as you think, though. It's not like, oh, just look it up. But it does help. Like, I'm like one of those visual learners. Like, I'm like very visual.
I need to like visualize and like, dream a little dream about what I'm about to do before I do it. But
I do need to see exactly how to do it. Like, I got this little coffee maker that's like a pour over one. And you have to pour it well, it's not hard at all. You just pour it like in a circle. But I had to like look it up on YouTube to see exactly how to do it, or else I was like, I didn't want to do it wrong or whatever. And this guy did zoom in and he like showed exactly. I was like, this is perfect. Now I'm a barista. I mean, I kind of might. A barista might be a little overrated. I mean, you really think about it, they're just making coffee drinks, but they like make them sound like they're these Italian like magicians or something. Oh, I'm a real AAA barista. Come over to me. You want an espresso? I put some machine. Espresso shoots out of that. Took me 10 years in school to learn that. Oh, you want a cappuccino? Hey, here's what I do. I get I put the stuff in the cappuccino machine. I hit the button. Boom. Out of there. Cappuccino. Boom. Comes out of there. It took me 10 years of schooling. I went to barista school. I got a master's in baristaing. I'm a coffee engineer. I could see there's probably different names. Like when I worked at when I had retail jobs and like had dumb jobs like that. Some of them had fancier names than they are, and they do that at like sandwich artist at Subway. Yeah, I'm a sandwich artist. Yes, I'm a coffee magician. I would just hate like having that as a name tag. I would just not want to work there. Like, I mean, what and all those like, if it's a fast food chain, you're really not doing anything. Like, if I did work at Burger King before, but I never said I was like a chef. I'm a burger wizard, and I just whip them up. I just come up with new concoctions. And, well, okay, here's what I do. I take the frozen burgers, I put them in the thing, comes out, I put it on the thing. That's it. Took me 10 years of school. I mean, look, well, there's bartending school, which, I mean, it does look a little hard. But, again, it's kind of like a barista. I mean, someone like me, they get so nervous, I would break shit and I would, like, mess it up. So I'm not saying it's, like, the easiest thing. Same way with, like, waiters, and they have, like, 6 plates that they're bringing out. I mean, how I see these waiters with these plates coming out. They got like 6 plates in their hands. I'm like, what are you, a professional juggler? I mean, or is this a waiter? Like, pick a job, okay? Pick a job, folks. Okay? Get the fuck out of here. Oh, you think I'm gonna tip you for taking plates out? Some people have to shovel coal for a living, okay? Old jobs that no one has to do anymore. I mean, I guess there's probably coal people, but I mean, look, a lot of people have to go and get diamonds out of mines that, like, in Africa. And you're talking about, oh, I gotta take a plate out. I gotta get this guy's order ready, right? And I can't mess something up. Well, guess what? Little kids are slaving away making iPhones. Make like a really unfair comparison. A little kid isn't allowed a bathroom break at Amazon. They have a whole army of little kids that they don't talk about in the basement. And they make the toys, but I just saw this thing about Jeff Bezos. He hates the concept of a work-life balance, and I'm like, oh, I could have predicted that. I think he hates the concept of hygiene, mental health, digestive health, humanity. A lot of things that he doesn't like. I just don't like the concept of having. And I mean, because, like, okay, if you start a company, you are going to be so passionate that you probably will just be a workaholic. Of course, you have to be if you're starting a business. I mean, but obviously not everybody is going to care as much as Jeff Bezos did. It's his company. Like, hey, why don't you got to be as into this as the CEO is? It's like, okay, first of all, I'm not the richest guy. I mean, okay, who am I, Jeff Bezos over here? Yeah, give me. I mean, come on, give me $100 billion, and maybe I'll think about being a little more passionate. Okay. I mean, who are these people kidding? Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. My arms are tired. Flapping when I was flying all the weekend. Yeah, just went to see family for the holiday, and it was I don't know. Getting back was horrible, but I realized that I went back on July 4th, or when it celebrated, because it celebrated on a Monday, I guess, even though it's July 5th. Yeah, it was horrible trying to get back. And hey, we're celebrating the end of the pandemic. Biden, I guess, made. It was like someone made a Biden ice cream truck with him on the outside, and everyone on Reddit and it wasn't like a anti-Biden group. It was a regular, just I forget. It might have just been the politics main one. So it was not even slant, or it wasn't a Republic. It wasn't anything like that. It was just literally just their politics page, and every comment was how creepy it was that he had an ice cream truck. I mean, that is just really fun. It'd be almost like Bill Cosby having one, or having a. I guess he's not a pedo, but what if that was that was the line now, because there's so many celebrities that are just fucked up and raped people that oh, he's not a pedo. We got to celebrate the fact that he wasn't a pedo. I mean, when you think about it, the great work he did with not being one. I mean, yeah, that's pretty crazy. He did kind of get released around July 4th, and I don't know if that's a coincidence, but time to celebrate Cosby Independence Day. Every year, we're gonna mark the day that good old Cos got out. Everybody.
The cause. Yeah. Jello pudding time. Yeah.
Nobody talks about Jello anymore. What's the deal with that? I mean, I used to like it. Now nobody's talking about it. Oh, it's not healthy. Okay. Sometimes you don't need to be. It is it's weird. I mean, I ate it growing up. I guess it's good for kids, and it's good for if you have no teeth. It's also good if you're sick. It's also good if you're old and you have no teeth. But I just forget about Jello. I don't know why. But if I see it in the store, I'll remember Jello. And I haven't gotten pudding in a while either. I used to make it, but and I mean, Jello actually might be good for me because pudding is dairy, and I'm not supposed to eat a lot of that. But Jello's just watery, whatever gelatin stuff that who knows how that digests, but it's there. But it's not fattening either. It's pretty, everybody just thinks of Cosby now, so what are you going to do? All right, you know what? It's time for me to truly celebrate the independence of the cause. Because you guys might think I'm joking. But it's time. Oh, God. All right, look, we're going to celebrate him real quick. It's not going to be in a big thing. But sometimes you gotta take time to celebrate here. All right, here we go, everybody. Oh God. Yep. There he is, buddy. The proof is in the pudding. We're celebrating cause independence, everybody. Everybody shoot the fireworks and just celebrate Cosby's freedom, because that's why we're getting all together. And hey, when you think about it,
We're also celebrating the end of the pandemic. So actually, Cosby's freedom at the same time. He has all this opportunity. Yeah. This great man, as you can see, gave so many children pudding and jello. I mean, come on. I mean, look at this. Look at this man. Got some memes on here. Celebrating good old cause freedom. Okay, that's good. Let me ask you this, guys. What was first? Cosplay or cosplay, as in dress up as Bill Cosby? That's what I want to know. Everybody's asking.
we all used to do it. I mean, we all used to put on the
Cosby sweater, walk around with our friends, and now it's called cosplay, like dress up as superheroes and stuff. Well, the originator of that is out of prison now. Bill Cosplay. B. Everybody can dress up as their favorite Cosby character. Fat Albert, Bill Cosby, what else? Whatever else he did, you know. Pudding guy, Jello guy. Just put
cosplay, everybody. I mean, he's actually gonna have a Cosby Con, the convention about the big return. Hope you guys know he's gonna do a new special pretty soon called Independence Day. The real Independence Day happened when Cosby was free. Everybody was in the streets in every major city, every metropolis. Everybody was out
celebrating the cause. Everybody was out there.
Reliving their favorite Cosby memories. Pudding pops. Jello pudding.
I think he did Coke commercials too, or Pepsi or something. Oh no, he did a Coke commercial that was like, Pepsi's way too sweet or something. And I always thought Coke was the sweeter one, but maybe I don't know. I guess not. But he like showed all this sugar, and he was like, "This is how much is in Pepsi." I don't know, something like that. But he was the face of America, and he's back. Well, what else? I mean, what else would you do to really celebrate America? You would release America's dad, Cosby. America's dad. Everybody.
You didn't have a dad? You just watched Cosby. Every week, you watched him lecture his son. And then go do horrible things that he... You notice he
never said to not roofie people, I don't think. I don't think there was ever an episode like, oh, definitely don't. So he's fine. He got off scot-free. He's out. Independence Day is real. And Cosby is the living proof that America is back. The pandemic spam. I don't think so. COVID schmo. We got America's dad. Is not a deadbeat no more. Look, I never watched Cosby Show. I hated it. I actually did not like him. And I'm not saying that as everyone else does whenever somebody gets like canceled or whatever. I never liked him anyway. But yeah, I just never got into him. I thought his show was annoying and like preachy. I always hated, like, just always, my whole life, I just hate people preaching to people and saying you can't do this, you can't, It's weird everybody just was fine with all of the stuff he did, like his constant lecturing and everything. And nobody was annoyed by that. I mean, I was, and I barely watched the show. It makes sense, though, because everybody who represses a bunch of shit is crazy and fucked up and does horrible shit. If you have a really strict dad, he probably goes out and gets whipped and gets stomped on or whatever. Or he, like, sends girls money online. And I don't know. He has a bunch of issues. But that's what people do.
And it's fucking Independence Day and time to get laid.
I do kind of think that Cosby didn't count in his head that is cheating. I think it's some way that he made them unconscious. I think because he was always lecturing about, being this greatest person in the world. But, like, I really think that had to be part of, like, it was some kind of weird justification because, like, to do it so many times and, it doesn't count, they're unconscious. Like, that had to be what it was. I mean, crazy. But yeah, nobody has ever talked about Cosby. I thought I'd bring that back.
Let me know what you guys did to celebrate the freedom of the big C, what I call him. Yeah, he's out, and he is ready to go back in action, man. Can't hold him back. Don't even bother. He's out there. Putting in the pudding. I
don't I miss pudding pops. I used to love those as growing up. Just a perfect pop, It's kind of weird though. It's just a dessert. Oh, I guess all those things are desserts, but now, like, they'd be like, oh, kids need to have something healthy about it. You can't just have, like, a pudding. Well, fudgesicles are like that, and I still like those, even though I never have them. Treat yourself to a fudgesicle once in a while. You don't have to be a kid to have a little kid soul in you. Don't ever grow up. Don't listen to somebody that says, grow up. Be a youth at heart. Be a kid at heart. Let your spirit fart. Make fart jokes like that. Be a little kid again. I like being a little kid. And I just like having the children come over. I don't do nothing with them. I just have them sleep with me in the same bed, under the same exact blanket on the same mattress that I am. Ain't nothing weird about it. I just like doing it.
Why's that so weird? I just invite kids over and call Neverland. Don't ever grow up, kids. That's what you do. I'm gonna kick you out, cause
this isn't as good as you should. If anyone's listening to this, look up Kyle Dunnigan on YouTube. Does a great Michael Jackson, where he just does that, like, harsh jokes about. But I did a bit about that where, I don't know, it's just crazy to me that he admitted that on, like, a VH1 show or something. He literally was like, oh, I don't do nothing with them. I sleep with the kids, but that doesn't mean what you mean. You're disgusting. That's disgusting. That's just disgusting.
how could you even think that? That's disgusting. Yeah, don't ever. Like, he
Turned around, and he was always like, I just started to think about how, like, hidden in plain sight all that was. Oh, that's weird. He has a place called Neverland. He doesn't want kids to grow up. Huh. I mean, if anything, you would think a pedophile would like kids to not grow up. I mean, what else would you... Oh, and I'll have a bunch of toys. I'll have a giant amusement park as my house. But I'll be like, look, I never grew up. I was a child star. I don't know. I just never... The thing that bothered me was like, then explain like his sex... Every guy has a sex drive. What is he attracted to? I mean, I know he married, that woman or whatever, but like, everyone knew it was fake. I mean, everyone knew it so much that like they had to kiss in public, and it was super awkward. Like they'd never touched each other before. It seriously was like they never. It was like if a brother. It's like crazy. It was like if someone you like thought was disgusting was like, you guys have to kiss, and you were like, fuck. We just had a friendship, and also we had a lot of sex, okay? We were just all over each other. We had a fucking and sucking. Yeah, sure, okay. I'll just say that I'm always having sex with girls, and then I'll have Neverland, and no one suspect a thing. And I'll just say I sleep with kids, but not that way. And he accuses you of you being the pervert. Why would you even think that? That's disgusting. I remember he was like saying like, I get
a glass of warm milk, and I give them some warm milk before they go to bed. It's the sweetest thing you can do is to sleep with a child. I think you said something like
that. The most loving, like the most. And I mean, okay, if you're a parent and you have like a newborn, yes. Or like, 1-year-old, whatever it is. But not just a grown man that has no relation to these kids, just a bunch of kid groupies. I mean...
Ain't nothing weird going on. Why would you think that? That's disgusting.
I know, everybody's talked about Michael Jackson. It's not new, I know, I'm just repeating shit that everyone said before. But you know what?
That's disgusting.
This is catchphrase on a sitcom. Why would you think that? Ew, why would you think that? Ew. I don't even like little kid penises. Ew. Why would you say that? What? You're the one that said that. Ew. I remember once he got like, they raided his house years before, like, he died and whatever. They raided his house and he like went on TV and he was like, they violated my body, my privacy. They touched me. They made me get naked. They touched my penis. And I remember he said that and I was like, oh, why do you have to say everything? They touched my penis. And I do have one, by the way. I know you were thinking maybe, I don't know, does he? Or is it white or black? Which color is it? Well, it's both. The tip of it is black and the rest isn't. Figure that out. They made me strip naked. They touched my penis and my balls. You just said that on TV. Like, what do you want the general public to do? Like, okay, if you're complaining about the department, well, I don't like, he was acting like, oh, it's such a violation of my rights, but like, what are cops supposed to not think you're doing anything? He says on a documentary that yes, I do have kids in my bed when I sleep, I know he doesn't want to say like that way. But yeah, maybe just don't do that. I don't know if say you are the most generous person, you just invite kids over to like experience your Neverland, and you're just like, I just, want kids to have a childhood I didn't have. Then why do you have to sleep in the same bed? I mean, why do that? Like, I don't know. I'm going to get to the bottom of this whole Michael Jackson thing and let you guys know what the investigation turns up. No one's ever talked about it. No one's ever criticize him. So I am. I'm the first one to do a Me Too MJ.
My penis.
Anyway, just remember to celebrate the Independence Day. We let good old BC out. I'm just like thrilled that he got out. You know, it's great that he had some technology in his pocket that he just did. Money. Look, guys. I mean, look. If you're rich, you won't get away with everything. You'll just get away with 99% of everything. Tell your kids when they grow up, if you're rich, kind of just do whatever the fuck you want and just nothing happens. Or you mysteriously get, die in a prison and the cameras are all turned off. But look, if you have money, you still got to obey the law. Sometimes you'll get a mugshot and then get sent on your way. Sometimes you'll go to jail, be in prison, and everybody thinks you're just going to die in prison. Then you get out near July 4th weekend. Sometimes that happens. That's something to tell your kids that, hey, justice does get served. Anyway, I'm going to go get him out. I'm going to, protest, and he's going back in, just so you guys know. So go ahead and stay tuned for that and celebrate. Hey, I'm out of prison. I'm a fat Albert. I'm randomly did that. That's you haven't done that for 40 years, 50 years, and he just does that. I'm out of prison. Hey. Coming to get. Cosby's back. Yeah. He's has a new show called Cosby's Back, and he's just going to talk about being back and make jokes about it. It's going to be great. Stay tuned. Yeah.